I wanna do so many drugs. Yeah, so some shit up. Listen up right quick. Listen up right quick. Some shit I gotta spit for a moment, right? All right. I'm sipping on the ooze. Smell like shit when I pull up on them. Smell like shit when I pull up on them. Smell like shit when I pull up on it. Listen, listen, listen. I got some shit I gotta spit really quick. Yeah, you already know. I gotta get some shit. I gotta get some shit off my chest real quick. And listen, it ain't fun. It ain't fun. I don't even know why I started recording. What's good? Welcome to the Editor's Dungeon, the Editor's Creed. Shout out the Editor's Creed. This is Editor Vlog 1. This is Pathological Editor Vlog 1. All my pathological editors know what the fuck I'm on right now, and if you don't, get the French out of here. That's just some shit I wanted to say real quick. Joe me talking about the Editor's Creed, and I would like to say something with regards to that. I'll cut the crapola in a moment. Maybe I could just lean this up. Yeah, why don't we do that? I'll lean this up so that you can fall at any time. You stand for nothing, you fall for anything. All right, let me cut the crap. My main issue is, this is actually a very important message to all my editor homies out there, to all my homies who can't get shit done, to all my homies who hyperfixate on a project and you let it ruin your life. I've seen it. I know you're out there, and I won't be calling you out by name, even though I got a few names in mind. Listen, I'd still have a beer with you. Don't worry. I still would have a beer with you, but let me tell you something real quick. You're messing up big time. Smell like shit when I pull up. Get that project done. I ain't one of these, esoteric YouTubers that pops up on your recommended feed sometimes, and I drop like a life lesson tidbit. You watch 30%, maybe you watch all the way through, and then you go back to your day and you exit out the tab, and you're like, damn, YouTube's like pushing some random raw people right now with really valuable lessons. And I should take that, and then I'm gonna watch this video and not take that, or maybe it'll penetrate in my subconscious. I'm not one of those, is what I'm trying to say. Basically, this is just a vlog because I like to document my life, and I find value when I look back on it. So this is a PSA to all raw lovers, all people who embark on projects and never finish them and let it ruin their life. Get your shit checked for sleep apnea, okay? What's so funny, what's such a silly thing, what is so silly about right before I started recording this is, I was about to black out. Oh! Yeah, I was about to black out. I don't know if it's, I don't know if, I'm watching too much House MD, right? My venous vagal vein, I'm seeing blood and shit, right? I'm seeing people's guts spew across the room. Some dude's nutsack exploded, right? I don't know if that's why, or if it's this chronic undiagnosed sleep apnea. But guess what? I got a home sleep test that has just arrived. And patient instructions, and I thought I would just look at this while on video just for my own documentation. So this is a sleep apnea vlog. TLDR is I can't focus and I have mad ADHD and possibly sleep apnea, and the point I want to get across is I think I've had this shit for a long time, and I think it's been ruining my life, genuinely. And And I'm at the point where every day is a fog. I live in a fog. I'm numb to the world. Anything good around me that happens, either I'm able to tap into it and feel good while it's happening to a small, very diminished but real degree, or I feel none of it at all, and I question, and I live in just a perpetual state of anxiety, borderline existential panic, because I'm not working on like my art, my videos or films or music, whatever the, the shit I was born to fuck around and have fun with. I haven't done that for a long time. Spent, a decade of my life doing shit I didn't like doing. All because I was insecure, clueless, I don't know, never trusted my gut, basically. And then towards the end of that, I realized I didn't like what I was doing, and then I gained some weight over COVID, my sleep apnea, which we don't even know if I have, right? I got mad depressed. I think I fixed a lot of the depression. I'm still chronically depressed, but not like to the degree where I'm having brain damage, where it feels like I have brain damage. Every day is a fog. Maybe 1 out of every 4 days I feel relatively functional. And I can get by in life with that reality. But if this sleep test like fixes me, I mean, it's gonna be revolutionary. They say that sleep apnea damages over time due to the chronic lack of oxygen that your brain is getting at night.
Man, I can't even really tell if I'm in focus. Ooh.
When your airway closes and you stop breathing while you're sleeping, your brain wakes you up to like a lighter stage of sleeping, less deep, and so that you can, consciously or subconsciously, like take a breath and gasp for air and start breathing again. And you don't fully wake up, but you stop, the deep, healing, restful sleep. Over time, this damages your white matter in your brain, and from what I understand, not medical advice, it damages the white matter in your brain, and that's the shit that has to do with information transfer, memory, focus, like that shit, right? All things that can get exacerbated by depression. I was depressed for a very long time, and I thought that was the source of my like memory issues. My memory used to be sharp as a tack. Like memory, a source of pride, always trouble focusing for sure, but it is bad. It's worse. I've been trying to get a single project out for the last 2 years. And it's an ambitious project for sure, but never in my life have I experienced a pure inability to do the shit that I want to do. Like, homework, chores, I don't know, studying, whatever. That's all shit I've had trouble focusing on. And when it's shit that I want to do that excites me greatly, usually I don't have a problem. And it's not like I never had a problem. Any large project, even if you want to do it, is going to become tiresome, especially if you're editing. Editor's vlog, that's what this is. But if you're not an editor, you can probably find something of value here too. Any large project is going to get tiresome, especially if you have like ADHD, you're gonna get bored with it. If it goes on for too long, it's important to like start a project and finish it so you don't ruin your life. Really important. Now, I would run into issues focusing even on projects I wanted to do in the past, but I could always push through. I could always stay up late, catch that like 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. window of like deep focus, which is when it usually would happen to me. But now, years later, it's gotten worse. It's gotten a lot worse, and it's gotten worse when I'm finally waking up to the fact that I've been a bozo and not doing or pursuing things in life that I give a care about, and that's embarrassing to say, but making YouTube videos. I like making YouTube videos a lot. I like making music a lot. I like working on films.
Bro, that's so crazy that you like to do that, because everyone likes to do that.
But no, seriously. And so my ability to focus and remember things and function daily, learn new things has been obliterated. And I think it's because of sleep apnea. And so here's the test to to try it out. So we got a little like module thing. We got a strap that goes around my body, something that plugs into my nose, something that goes on my finger to monitor, I think, like my heart rate, maybe my oxygen levels, I'm not sure. And we got instructions. So this is a PSA. Don't chalk everything up to depression. Get yourself physically checked out, because I thought all this was you see, I have like dementia light, bro. This is what I'm talking about. My main point was I chalked a lot of this up to depression, these memory issues, these focusing issues that have gotten worse beyond normal ADHD, beyond even fucking severe ADHD, I think. Even where like Adderall doesn't really help. Because my depression improved and my physical symptoms have only gotten worse. I've only become less reliable, less able to focus. I can't learn new things. I have like a small business with my friends that I run, and we have like a little like system where we like manage our inventory, and I've been using it for like 2 years now. I still don't know what the fuck. I still don't have a fuck. I still don't know how to fucking use it. It's maddening because I feel like a jackass every day. I feel like a fucking asshole. My ability to like contribute to said business, my ability to be like a good friend, my ability to like defend myself. I don't know. I feel like I'm the most gaslightable man alive because of this. It's terrifying. Yeah, I don't know. Tonight I'm fucking out of my mind. I'm giddy with excitement because this test is finally here. I've had to fight with my my doctor and my insurance and my medical group. Like I've literally had to fight for this test to be here. I've made like 20 phone calls, people messing up information, people referring me to the incorrect place that doesn't do a certain kind of test, so they have to change it from like an in-person to an at-home test, and then that was going to take more time. And I mean, I'm beyond thankful that this test is here, and it's getting done. I'm at the same time I'm terrified of the yo. You're good. You're good. I'm running through the instructions for my sleep test on camera for some reason with my Canon 60D.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I have to do this tonight and send it back in like the next day or two. So you're good. It's all love. That was my roommate. I love him to bits. Yeah, I don't even know what I was saying. I can never remember what I was saying even moments ago these days. I'm terrified of the results of this test. Let me talk to you for a minute. Let me talk to you about why I decided to investigate sleep apnea as a potential reason for my mental ailments. I don't know how long this recording is going to last, but I'm going to try to speed run this. So I met some dude. I booked a weekend trip to... Yeah, you know what? The details are fucking irrelevant. I met this guy on a weekend trip I was on. Not what you're thinking. And he was like the most athletic Korean man I think I've ever met in my life. I thought he was 24, 25 max. Turns out he was 37. Shredded, like a beast, right? An absolute fucking beast. And he was using a CPAP machine, like the shit that, you know, like the little box, and it's connected to a hose and goes up your nose and stuff. And I was talking to him about it, and he's like, "Oh, listen, man, we were sleeping in the same room, so." He's like, "Listen, man, I didn't become a writer. He's a director and a writer. He's a I think a fairly sort of a big shot. Eric, if you're watching this, a lot of love." He's like, "Bro, I didn't become a man until I got my CPAP machine. I didn't become a director. I didn't become a writer before I got my CPAP machine." And I'm like, right? I'm like, come on, dog. That's not real. I don't know what I thought sleep apnea was. I thought it was something else. I thought it was when you just couldn't sleep. I thought it was insomnia. I was like, oh, I can sleep fine. I sleep every night. I make a point to get 8 hours of sleep, but I'm chronically exhausted. I'm out of my mind most of the days, in a fog. I can't retain information. I can't remember things. I can't focus. These things are getting worse. I'm like borderline asexual sometimes. And I'm like in my prime. I'm like, the fuck is going on? Anyway, I decided to look into it because of this Korean man. And here we are. Here we are. So shout out to Eric. If this changes my life for the better, damn, I hope so. Because I've suffered for a long time. I've suffered for a long time. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know why I'm recording this. I guess, yeah, tonight was just a bad night. I was like sitting here editing, trying to edit this video, which I've tried to do for a very long time. It's a video that means a lot to me. It's a video that was supposed to liberate me from all the videos and things I've made in the past. And I'm sitting here and I have roughly a week to do it for my like 5th deadline I've set for myself. By the way, you know, just as a side note, I have ruined my life. Whatever this condition is, whatever my issue is, it's ruined my life. I've squandered some friendships. My relationship is hanging on by a thread. I'm not present. I can never get even the most basic thing done that will bring me happiness. Many things. It was a bad night. I was trying to edit this video, and not only could I not edit it, I just started to black out. I just ate like a really healthy meal. I've been eating mad healthy recently. My habits are on point, but despite everything, despite habits being on point, with diet, with, exercise, supplements, really basic stuff, but despite all of that, I'm still drunk. And I'm like drunk without the feeling good part, almost every day. Anyway, PSA number 1, get your shit taken care of. Luckily I'm still in my 20s and I'm figuring this out. I guess it could have been way later. Fucking don't work on projects forever because you'll lose interest and ruin your life. Don't create artificial bottlenecks for your mind and your blessed divine spirit. Get your shit handled. I don't know. It's not always you. You're not always the asshole. It's not always, you don't want it as much as the other person in like a life sense. It's not always, oh, I'm not hustling harder than the other person, or I just don't want it badly enough. It's not always earnest. You're not as proactive. It's sometimes it's that. Many times it is, but it's not always the case. Like, get your shit checked out. Because if this fixes me, like this has been going on for like 6 years. I've been in a fog. I mean, it's gotten by far the worst. The most. It's gotten by far the worst now versus 6 years ago. Dude, I feel it would have been cool if I could have fixed this, 3 years ago. It feels like I should have gotten everything started like 3 years ago, and that's not bad, right? But it just sucks. Wasted time sucks. That's it for the editor's vlog, editor's creed. Motherfucking yeah! Yeah, let me read through the instructions for this thing. Number 1, install the batteries. The battery compartment is behind the belt on the main device. Make sure the plus sign on each battery aligns with the plus sign in the compartment. Place the belt around your chest with the device resting on your chest. For women, placing the belt above the breasts rather than over or below them may be more comfortable. Place the nasal cannula under your nose. The nasal cannula comes in a separate plastic bag and measures airflow. Place the 2 prongs face down at the entrance of your nostrils. Loop the cannula over your ears. Ooh. and tighten the cannula under your chin to a comfortable snugness. If you're an active sleeper, secure the cannula to your cheeks using the medical tape provided. 5. Plug the other end of the nasal cannula into the device, turning clockwise to tighten. 6. Place the pulse oximeter onto your index finger of either hand. The line or wire on the finger cap goes on the top of your finger. Secure the line to the back of your wrist using the medical tape supplied. In the middle of the line, there's a recorder, partially made of purple plastic. Clip the recorder over the belt. The system is now fully assembled. 7. Step 7. Start the device by pressing the on and off button in the middle of the device for 2 seconds. The central light will turn green, and after a few seconds, the 3 lights in the corners will turn green also. If any light blinks red, check the connections. Once corrected, the light will turn green. Once all lights are green, you can go to sleep as you normally do. When you wake up in the morning, feeling like P. Diddy, when you wake up in the morning, turn off the device by pressing the on-off button for 3 seconds. The central light will turn off. If the test complete light turns green, you have successfully completed the test. If the light is red, call Advanced Sleep Medicine Services and we'll help you troubleshoot. Return the device using the prepaid envelope. Put the device into your envelope and seal it. Drop the sealed prepaid envelope into a parcel slot at your local post office.
Copy that, dude.
Copy that. All right, let's see. I got this shit on me. Let's see how I sleep, I guess. I've slept like shit the last 2 nights. I'm terrified of like having a good night's sleep too, because it's like, oh, what if I don't stop breathing enough? And then they're like, oh, you don't have this thing. And I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure I do, considering I wake up gasping for air sometimes, and I snore really loudly enough to get objects thrown at me in situations when I'm sleeping with other people in the room. Not my girlfriend, though. She's cool about it. She's kind of just different. She's differential. Okay. She's cool.